Good afternoon. This is PairFect. I'm Dina Ventura.
And I'm Francine Marquez. Hello,
Hi,
Dina.
Francine.
Looking
Ah,
good.
thank you.
Yeah,
AC and Co.
of course, of course.
Free
Hello.
plug.
Yeah, and don't you notice it's already half of the year? We survived
I know.
2021's first 6 months.
hmm
And but so many things to look forward
There are
to.
so many things we really
Yeah.
want to do all over again.
Oh, especially with the more vaccines coming along,
Yes.
no? More people being vaccinated.
Mhm.
So, and a lot of things to look forward to,
You know what
like
I
traveling.
miss? Going to hotels.
Yes, yung mga,
Going to my favorite restaurants in
yep.
hotels.
Sunday brunch in
Yes.
places like,
Marriott.
of course, diba? The steaks and all, and lobsters and
Yes.
seafood, lahat-lahat na.
Mm-hmm,
And so today we have a very special guest, as always.
mm-hmm.
She's the cluster director for marketing communications for Marriott, Sheraton, and Courtyard. Please welcome Miss Michelle Garcia Arce to talk about leadership in today's episode of PairFect.
Welcome to PairFect. Hi, Mitch.
Afternoon, Miss Dina. Good afternoon, Miss Francine, and good afternoon to all your viewers.
Hello.
I'm delighted to be part of your show. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon. So let's talk about you muna.
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? How have
Nice
you been?
background.
Ang ganda nga. Kumusta na? How have you been? We haven't seen you in over 2 years na siguro.
Oo.
Or
Yes, ma'am. So we miss seeing you guys here in the hotel. So you can
Mhm.
see in my background that I'm using the facade of our complex, the Manila Marriott Hotel.
Mhm.
We are actually busy than ever because our hotel is currently serving as a quarantine facility
Oh,
for our country. Yes.
okay,
So
wow.
we're happy because despite of all the challenges, we still have our people here operating three different Marriott brands here in the Philippines.
Mm. And you're
Mm-mm.
looking great, ah. You don't look stressed at all.
Oo, grace under pressure
Yeah.
siguro. As always, as far as we
Oh,
know her, di ba? Always
yeah.
naman looking elegant and
Uh,
graceful and gracious.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thank you.
Oo. Yeah.
So, yeah, let's start with
Oo nga.
ano.
How has COVID affected you in terms of your workload, your mindset, your daily schedule?
Mhm.
How have you been?
Um, I can say that we're still blessed, and
Mm-mm.
despite of all the challenges, um, our property has been closed for a few weeks last year,
Mm-mm.
and then we're able to open again as a quarantine facility. That's specifically for Marriott Hotel.
Mm-mm.
But for Sheraton Hotel Manila, we did not close it because we have the application for for those long staying guests. But
Mhm.
now the Sheraton is a mixed use hotel, meaning
Mhm.
um, we accept quarantine guests.
Mhm.
We also accept those positive guests that needs to be quarantined. Of course, all of this with the guidelines of our AITF and the DOT.
Mm-mm.
Um, we, as we tourism industry has been badly hit. Of
Mm-mm.
course, we also have our restaurants, and we have to be creative in serving our guests and making sure that they still receive the Marriott hospitality within
Mm.
their homes.
Mhm.
So in the hotel, we did a lot of creativity wherein we have, food deliveries, we have drive-through. Imagine for as low as 150 pesos, you can a
150.
five-star hotel, right?
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I want to ask, how did you achieve that from day one of uncertainty to having seamlessly managed to go through the daily operations of three properties? What sort of preparations did you go through that we probably guests do not see right now,
Yeah.
but took a lot from your side?
Your team also, I'm sure.
one thing that helped us survive is communication. On the onset of the lockdown, everybody was surprised, and of course, we the operations was very confused. I mean, how are we going to deploy our people? But with constant communication, daily updates,
Mhm.
meetings, and cascading of information to all our people, it made a big difference because we need to make sure that we still get the engagement, number one, of our people, and the
Mhm.
number two, of our customers, and of course, our stakeholders, which is basically the owners.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Um, so we made it a point to create a proper communication wherein we advise everybody, our people, what's going to happen in the hotel. If they're working from home, we still meet every day at
Mm.
8:30 in the morning. We still
Wow.
do our online meetings. So one key for that is being committed.
Mhm.
Um, but of course, we make sure that the health and safety of our people and our guests is always our priority.
Mm-mm.
So that's one good vision or culture of the Marriott because constant communication, because of the system that we have, because of our core values like putting out our people first, we make sure to inform everybody on the status of the hotels that we've been managing.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So
Mm-mm.
what is your day like nowadays, Mitch, compared to pre-pandemic times?
Mm-mm.
Um, it's harder, actually. It's harder, ma'am, because of course we cannot also keep people if they want to leave. Honestly, we lost a lot of people as well,
Mm.
because of the schedules. We had this skeletal schedule wherein
Mm.
you have to report 1 week straight, and then next week you don't have schedule, and then next
Okay.
week it's like skeletal force as well. We also
Mm.
observe that.
Mm-mm.
Because of that, and to make sure that we still manage the cash flow of the business,
Mhm.
um, sad to say, we had to let go some people as well. And for example, for my team, handling three different hotels, we've lost, a couple of people too. So to be exact, three managers actually
Had to
uh,
leave.
transferred. So
Okay.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
although it's you know, the good thing right now is we're able to manage it because there is a process and we have to plan ahead. So for
Mm-mm.
example,
Tama.
um, all of the social media posts, because we need to update all our customers, all our followers, it's scheduled already. I
Mm.
always believe that with just proper planning, everything can still be manageable.
Okay.
I will not deny that there's daily stress that okay, so tomorrow we're going to open and the next week we're going to close again.
Oh, yeah.
Um, yeah, but because of teamwork, I'm thankful for each member of our team, of my team, that
Mm.
when we say that okay, we're going to change it, take out whatever is posted there that we're operations tomorrow, but in fact because of the guideline we cannot operate tomorrow.
Mhm.
There's a good teamwork, so um we make sure that we still manage it despite the challenges that we
Yeah,
have.
with a smile yan, di ba?
Oh, yeah, yeah. So how do you try to keep it together, Mitch, as a leader? What are the basic attitudes that made you keep your team together or go through planning and strategies? What's in you that made you survive the pandemic as well as a
Anong
leader?
hinugutan? Parang
Oh,
gano'n.
All with God's grace, ma'am, and of course, being positive. One thing that the pandemic taught me is that we have to be kind every day. I myself, I'm guilty sometimes um, if I'm in other establishments. I feel bad if I'm not served properly. I
Mm,
feel bad if my phone call is not answered right away.
mm,
But I have to put in mind that there's a reason behind why a specific customer service wasn't able to pick up within 3 or 5 rings.
Mm.
It's a realization for me that um, in these times we just have to be grateful for what we have. There's a lot of surprises, that happen. A close friend, you'll never know that you will read in social media that, oh, she passed away,
Oh, yeah.
seriously. And then I, we have to think of something that, what was the last word that I gave to her? Is it a kind word, or is it a
Oh,
bad word?
good point.
Di ba, ma'am? It's a
Mm-mm.
realization, but you have to be kind now or never. It's the best time to be positive and to be kind to each other. You know?
Mm-mm.
So um, everything is fast paced. It's like, okay, we have to do this now.
Mhm.
I'm working on a 50% off sale, for example,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
then we have to push it now. But I mean, with the simple kind words,
Mhm.
saying please,
Uh-huh.
saying
Thank
thank
you.
you, these are what we need right now,
Mhm.
because the environment is very challenging, and
Mhm.
all we can do is to be kind to each other, say beautiful words. If you
Mhm.
cannot,
If
just shut up. I mean, those are my personal realizations at
Mhm.
work, and not just at work, but of course with family.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Especially if we're staying at home,
Mhm.
it would be nice to look at the positive side of each circumstance of in each other,
Mhm.
um, instead of thinking about the negatives and saying this and that. It
Mhm.
would be nice to be grateful, because um, we're still lucky. I mean, there's a lot of people there who's suffering,
Mhm.
who's in their worst,
Mhm.
and it would be nice to be just positive.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing right now, and
That's
yeah, it's working.
parang
Yeah,
ano, but
just keep
Mitch,
going.
yeah, parang as long as I've known you, you've always been very patient and gracious and able to handle pressure well. So,
Mm-mm-mm.
parang it's a surprise to hear you say na parang you've had to draw from your patience and understanding
Mm-mm-mm.
during these times, no?
Yeah, but it's also keeping it real.
That's
It's
right.
okay, like they
Oh.
say, 'di ba? Parang tell it like
But,
what it is,
um,
and it's okay. Yeah. And a lot of people will learn from it
Yeah,
also, 'di ba? It's
actually.
not all, even if we want to stay positive.
There are moments
Yes.
talaga that will ano,
Oo.
challenge you.
Yeah, but then stand up again,
yes.
like what Mitch is doing.
But
Remove the dust
oh.
after.
But does this have something to do also with the fact that you're a mom now, 'di ba? You have a little boy. So
Yes.
parang your priorities may have changed a bit. Can you tell us about that also?
Actually, it's correct, ma'am. I echo that from you, no. So because, yeah, I have a 2 years old son,
Ooh.
and my firstborn, who's now 20 years old, my daughter,
Yes.
I've learned that I mean, I have to be more patient, especially now that I have a baby. I need to make sure that I need to have more time actually for my baby, because
Mhm.
even if I have this career,
Mhm.
it's the most important thing now is to balance my career and being a mom at the
Mhm.
same time, and of course as a wife as well.
Ayan.
And I'm glad actually that how do you call it? Once another source of my strength. Now my family, my baby.
Mhm.
Yeah, I look forward to having weekends because
Mhm.
I get a chance to unlimited smooching for my in-laws. And I can say also that after work, I also have my hobbies. Not really my, I mean, things that keeps me busy at home. Something new for me,
Mhm.
which is our ice cream business. So
Mm.
we sell the ice cream in our village, and it keeps me busy.
Mhm.
And my son keeps on telling, I want to eat ice cream. So those things actually makes my stress lighter.
Oh,
And gives me, and a positive thing that, okay, something to do that is not hotel related. At least I
okay.
have to,
Nice.
I get to enjoy my days not focus on work, but things that I love doing now.
Yeah,
I find
balance.
it therapeutic.
Yes, oh, balance, no? Yung parang when you can escape from work-related matters, that's a big rest
Yeah,
for
and then
me.
engage,
Yeah.
engaging some,
Something new, yes, ma'am. Parang iba naman.
which brings us to our delightful question. Because she's an Arce, and we know what Arce means.
Ice cream!
Yes, but before we ask you that question, our ice cream question for the day, let's pause for a break.
Montero Sport. Elevate your journey.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Iba ng panahon, ang dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it sa centers, pati sa mga parts, may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all. Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
And we are back on
Yes.
PairFect with the
Yes.
beautiful Mitch Garcia Arce.
Yes, and before we had our break, we were going to ask you about your family name, Arce, your married name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell us more about, uh,
Your husband?
yes, Ariel.
Yes.
How
yes,
did you meet?
Ariel.
How
We're
did you
gonna-
meet? Kaya nga eh, how did you meet?
Love story.
Oo, story time.
So we were introduced and we're Baclaran mates because
Oh.
pre-COVID I always go to Baclaran every Wednesday, and a friend brought him, and then sabi na parang okay, sabay-sabay tayo magbabaklaran, magno-novena, and then the novena dates came to be some dinner dates, and then we're together. I don't know how to say that. So we're how do I say this? We're introduced by a friend, and yeah, so happy. And of course, there's a lot of how can I say this? We have some age gap difference, but it's nice, and it's better because he's an accomplished man already.
Okay. What made you click? I mean, what did you like about each other initially? Aside from going to church together, di ba? Parang
About
that's a big,
besides the strong faith,
the
no?
strong faith. That's something in common you share. So,
Well, we both we both like praying together, and our lifestyle, like working out daily, eating together. Those are the things that we enjoy the most, and our interests. We don't we don't drink parehas kami, so we don't drink alcohol. We enjoy that. We love traveling, and just being together makes us happy. And I
that's
guess
nice.
what that makes me more inspired.
Mhm.
Both of you are very accomplished in your field. How do you support each other? Do you seek each other's advice and
Consult each other
Yeah.
for certain situations.
We do during meal time. He shares his stories about operations, about export services or their export plans for the RCDA. At the same time, I also share, what's happening in the hotel and what we do. So there's an exchange of, tips. There's an exchange of experiences. Although it's totally different, managing an ice cream business in the hotel, but the common denominator is managing people. So I always tell him, the manage how we manage people, the leadership styles. It's all about, more than just being a authoritative leader, like, okay, do this, do that, do this, do that. I always tell him that I am
Hands-on.
but coaching and the democratic leader, where I make sure to ask my people what will be convenient for them. What if we do this? Will it be okay for the team to have this kind of partnership, something like that? I always ask my team about it. We with Ariel, it's different because he's okay. I'm the boss. I have to be followed. This is what we need to do, etc., etc. So there's a sharing of information that this may not apply to me. That kind of leadership may apply to him. So it goes well, and after having some kind of a discussion, we all like, okay, so I'll try to do that in my RC, or I'll try to do that in Marriott. So there's sharing of information.
Oh,
Yes.
so you both have very different leadership styles. Parang you consult your team more.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's totally different. I mean, for Ariel, it's like obviously because they run a business, they own it. There's they are really the stakeholders. For my line of work, it's a different story because obviously there's Marriott, there's we have the owners, and we of course we have to be mindful of the business that we're providing, and we have to be mindful of the business integrity, which is and an integral part here at the Marriott.
Okay. Oo, no? Parang, I wonder kasi, Mitch, do you ever feel pressured by all your responsibilities? Because you're handling three names,
Properties,
three
no?
properties.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you're handling 3 teams if
Is that separate teams or you have
Is that
one
the way it
team for
goes?
everything?
property.
Yes, ma'am. I'm handling 3 hotels. That's Marriott Hotel Manila. We also have Sheraton Manila Hotel, which is a new hotel. Basically, we're just 2 years old. And we also have the Marriott, which is in Iloilo.
Okay.
I only have one team who's handling that.
Wow.
We're a total of 4 persons handling marketing communications for the 3 hotels. So, I don't know, ma'am. So there's social media, there's PR, advertising, branding, e-commerce, handling these things. I'm very thankful for my team that, they're very supportive, and we can do this.
Yeah. Did you say 4 people? 4 people in your team? Or
Apat na ako, ma'am.
Apat, 4. Tama. May translation.
I mean, wow, that's impressive
yes.
for you to.
So lean, mean team pala kayo.
Oo.
Very, yes.
Oo.
And then
Yes.
Sheraton. Sheraton opened
Sheraton,
just before the pandemic. So parang talagang.
yes, correct, ma'am. Yes. We opened Sheraton 2019. And so we're very new. In fact, some of our rooms are still in construction right now, and that's the 2 presidential suites. And for Iloilo, we opened, we've been about 4 years for Iloilo.
So all the plans had
And-
to be put on hold during the pandemic because you said you're still constructing some of the rooms. Parang,
Yes, for Sheraton Manila Hotel. Yes, ma'am. Yes. So, and of course, there's a lot of Marriott brands in the pipeline in the Philippines. Just before the pandemic, we had a press con with our president in the Marriott, and we're expected to open 20 more hotels in the Philippines. And
Wow.
as mentioned, uh, it has been delayed, but the locations we're targeting includes Cebu, Palawan, Davao, some here in Manila, and we're still optimistic that we're still going to open that
Yeah.
in a few years.
Yes, we have to be positive. We think
Oo nga
positive that
eh,
things
oo.
will go back to
Yeah.
normal.
What can you tell us more about Courtyard? What kind of a hotel is it? Is
Courtyard actually is well known in the US because it's meant for long staying guests.
see. Mm-mm.
And obviously it's a lower category of the Marriott brand. And Courtyard is actually the first international hotel to open in Iloilo. But you'll be surprised if you go there because the hotel is big, the lobby is huge. It's also a full service hotel, meaning we have gym, we have swimming pool, we even have ballrooms and smaller meeting rooms to cater for weddings and business meetings in Iloilo.
Oh, yung mice, di ba?
Oo.
Yeah.
It's almost back.
So talking about mice, obviously our Marriott Grand Ballroom is the perfect venue for that, and we can't wait to welcome back. As long as we're ready, or as long as it's open. The Marriott Grand Ballroom actually has been closed for more than a year, and we're excited to welcome back people when everything is okay.
Kami din.
Yes, oo nga eh.
Yes, we look forward to welcoming you back.
So, tell us about your involvement in Arce, your husband's business. Do you help him out? Like you said, on weekends you help him out.
You sell ice cream in the
Oh, yeah.
neighborhood.
Tell us about that
Yes, it's
part of your life.
I find it cool. Well, so what we do is because of the pandemic, he said that okay, we should sell the ice cream in our village, and then I said no, it would be nice if we did it. So we started last year, and we're able to deliver ice cream in our village. I was very happy because that was my first time to sell ice cream, and our daily sales is really high. I mean, we're selling about 35,000 per day
Oh,
just
that's
inside our.
great. Wow, talaga?
Yeah, yes, that's maybe because it was lockdown. They don't want to go to groceries. Stores are closed, and we had the privilege of the delivery because we're just inside. So we were able to get a good share of business during those days. So and then after about quite some time, after about 3 months, I thought of expanding it. Why not deliver outside the village as well? So I came up with an idea that okay, maybe I'll share the news about this that RCD now delivers, and we're able to get a lot of business also from that. So we deliver daily in all parts of the metro. We have our own riders as of course, as a safety measures, we also train our people, especially on how to handle food deliveries. Make sure that there's proper social distancing. They sanitize their hands. Our packaging are well sanitized, and they are also aware of personal hygiene and grooming. So these are the things that I think. Are real, and the team is able to deliver best when it comes to the ice cream delivery.
That is a
So
great
it's nice,
idea.
and
Oo.
yeah, I get the chance to eat 3 times a day for the ice cream.
Wow! What's your favorite?
Yeah, what are your favorites?
Dark chocolate,
Ay,
dark chocolate.
Parang-
It's really thick, and it doesn't feel like it's just ice cream. For me, it's like a brownies. So it's like wow.
Cool brownies, no? Are there new flavors that were developed during the pandemic?
Well, we have this new line of flavors that's on development right now. One is the strawberry sherbet. but it's
Good.
not yet out in the market because it's still under the development.
Oo.
We also have a lot of partnerships, specifically the one with Lost Bread, wherein we are the ones who made the how and the
How?
um,
Childhood food, childhood snack.
Oh, cute.
yes, and
Oh.
I forgot the chocolate thing, the honey, the flavors that we used to grow up when we were still kid. No? So those are just some of the
Mm.
partnerships that we have. But of course, the well and the best sellers that we have includes the avocado flavor,
Of
the
course.
queso, the ube, and our best-selling atis as well.
Oo,
Atis.
of course.
Oo.
Very rare. Only with Arce.
Yes, there's also a durian flavor for
I
those who
know.
are into something different.
Okay, sige. We'd like to ask you also what your plans are for the rest of this year for both the hotel group and Arce. But before we get into that, we'll just pause for another break.
And we're back. We're having a very delicious and cool conversation with our guest, Mitch Garcia Arce. So before we had the break, we're asking you what are your plans with regards to what are the plans with regards to the Sheraton, Marriott, Courtyard properties, and of course the other side, the Arce ice cream business.
For Marriott, we're excited because we are planning to open again our restaurants, our famous
Mm.
restaurants such as Marriott Cafe and Cruise Steakhouse. People have been missing, uh,
Crew!
uh, dining. So we're excited, and hopefully we get to open in a few weeks, and we're targeting Father's Day for that.
Mm.
It would be a good time to celebrate for a good meal with the family, either at Cruise Steakhouse or Marriott Cafe. Meanwhile, for our Sheraton, we're also excited because our Vabel are is still is on operation, and we've been receiving a lot of good reviews about it, and hopefully we'll welcome staycationers very soon.
Okay.
Same for our Merit Grand Ballroom to welcome at least weddings and some social events.
Mhm.
We all know that there are some restrictions, and we have to make sure that there's social distancing, and we need to observe also the guidelines for a maximum of 100 guests. So these are things that we monitor daily in the IATF and also in the DOT. Meanwhile, in Iloilo, we are also the hotel is not open for staycations and either for dining guests because they are on MECQ right now. But once this is lifted, we have planned for a sale wherein you can get a room for as low as 4,000 pesos for an overnight stay, and that includes already some F&B credits. So we're excited to welcome travelers in Iloilo with this sale for our hotel rooms. So we're
Yeah.
excited, and we'll keep on reinventing promos as we welcome guests and family in all these Marriott brands.
Okay. Something to look forward to.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. And so we have a little tradition here in PairFect where we show photos to our guests, mainly ones that we got from their social media platforms. So, Mish, all we want to ask from you is just to give us a little story behind these photographs. So,
God.
first
See?
photo?
First photo. Yeah.
Wow.
There.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, that's me and my daughter way back, maybe way back 10 years ago. The photo was taken in Club Punta Fuego, and we love going to the beach. And I said to my daughter that, oh, I want to have this kind of photo with you. He
Mm-mm.
doesn't. She doesn't like photos, but I was able
Convince her.
to make her pilet, and so I my Facebook, profile or cover page.
Oh, nice.
Nice one.
I look young there. Wow.
You look so young nga. Akala ko magkapatid sila.
Our next photo. Ito.
Wow. There.
Okay. This was 2019, wherein we hosted the event for Ballet Philippines featuring Michael Cinco. So the photo shoot that I was giving my welcome remarks for the guests. We had about 1,000 guests in the Marriott Grand Ballroom, and I was giving my opening remarks, welcoming everybody on the huge ballroom that we have in the hotel.
Your gown looked great there, no?
Oo, tsaka those were the days. I mean, Marriott was really keeping the fashion industry alive, no? With the fashion shows, events, yung mga wedding set,
Dreamy
wedding
at
festival.
Marriott.
Yeah. Oh, iconic activities already. People are missing right now.
We miss it so much.
Oo.
Okay, so last photo. Yan.
How cute.
Okay, so this is our family photo 2020, 2019? No, yeah, 2019. Yeah, December 2019, our first, Christmas when it transferred to our,
New
in our home in the south. And what happened there? So, it was a struggle to take photos with babies, because even if how many takes, still we cannot get a proper picture. So it's like, okay, pwede na to, because Amos was looking pretty bad. And at least I had a decent photo with the family that Christmas Eve.
Nice nga eh.
Thank you,
Parang
ma'am.
very candid talaga.
Did you get to work from home or do you have to be in the office every day? What's your work life right now?
Now, mom, it's every day here in the office. Me and my team have to report here every day in the office because, when you're promoting food, it would be nice to have a good photo so that we tell our viewers that this is the look of our fried chicken, perhaps. And speaking of fried chicken, sorry, on June 12th, we have a buy one, take one on our cool roasted turkey. Sorry for saying that.
Turkey! Stuffed turkey.
Oh.
With the works
I was so engaged with turkey. Cool roasted chicken.
chicken.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Does it come with fixings
So
and all?
because the planning already for Thanksgiving, that's why.
Okay.
My bad.
No
Siyempre, ganun mag-isip ang mga hotel people. Ngayon pa lang Christmas na iniisip ni
nga.
Mitch, if I'm right.
Yes.
Diba? Very forward din for planning. I'm just curious.
Handling three hotels.
When you're staying at home, did you ever have incidents like suddenly your baby cried during a Zoom interview or what? May mga ganun ka ba?
Yes, it's actually I'm the presenter in the meeting, and then I wasn't able to lock the office. So he came in, and then he sat in front of me. It was like he's saying, "Good morning, mommy. Good morning, mommy." And I was in the middle of a presentation. It's like I don't know if I need to turn off, my camera, or I cannot mute myself because I'm the one presenting. And then I had to say, "Oh, sorry." So my My props is here. That's what I said, and then they all me. Um, but I was able to manage it. Nakakahiya, but that's the reality right now. And I guess that it happens to most of us whenever we're in Zoom meeting. So me, I make sure when I'm at work from home, I make sure, I still, make sure that I'm the only one person in the room to so that I still have my focus in what I do,
Yeah.
and then I still observe, proper breaks so that I can, focus on what are the things that I have to deliver at this time, what will be the planning, what will be the next meeting, etc., etc. So for my work,
Discipline.
I always make it a point to um, take a deep breath and be ready for what's going to happen next.
Ayun, attitude talaga. And discipline
I like the real talk advice from Mitch.
from Mitch.
Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you, Mac. Thank you.
So Mitch,
So
thank you
real.
so much. It was very nice touching base with you again after such a long time and hearing from you how you're managing so well. Galing-galing. So,
I'm
parang
Yes.
ano, bitin. But we'd like to say thank you once again for joining us this afternoon on PairFect. This has been Dina Ventura.
And this has been Francine Marquez.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. Stay safe, guys.